Welcome to New Possibilities. I speak truth to power without fear. In the suburbs of New Orleans, a terrible road rage incident occurred. A white man by the name of Ronald shot and killed former NFL player Joe McKnight. Joe McKnight used to play on the New York Jets from 2010 to 2012. He later went on to play for the Kansas City Chiefs. And at one point, he played for a Canadian team and he was hoping to get back on the NFL. But this brother is shot and dead as we speak now. He was shot and killed on Thursday afternoon. And at this point, the killer, Ronald Gasser, has not been charged with a crime. He is free tonight as we speak. And earlier today, the sheriff there gave a press conference. And in this press conference, he talked about fairness. He talked about the need for an investigation. He went on to talk about how he's not going to be influenced from the outside. He's going to gather all the evidence. And then this man went on to chastise those who are protesting, to warn them, to threaten them with arrest. This man said that the ordinances must be abided by, and those who don't abide by those ordinances will be arrested and put in jail. Arrested and put in jail, but yet you have a man who just killed somebody over a road rage incident. And it's important to point out that Joe McKnight was unarmed at the time of the shooting. Unarmed, but yet this man felt the need to shoot this brother 3 times, killing him. But he's not under arrest. This killer is not under arrest. But you have this stinking sheriff who has the nerve to threaten nonviolent protesters with jail time when he's allowing this damn killer to walk free. And I noticed during this press conference, they had a Negro councilman at that press conference making statements to calm the people down, telling people not to rush to judgment. That's what these people always do. They always find the house Negro. They always find the Uncle Tom. They always find the bootlicker and the ass kisser to pacify the people, to calm the people down, to keep the people in order, to keep the people passive on that plantation. And that's what this Negro is doing. It is no accident that they chose that particular councilman. They chose him because he was black. They picked him because he was black. And this happens over and over again. They always get these Negro sellouts to calm the people down, when the people have every right to be outraged. Every right. You had his brother shot 3 times. One bullet went into his hand. Another bullet went into his right shoulder. It went through his right shoulder and punctured his lung. Another bullet hit him in the chest. It went through his liver and his kidney and out his right lower back. And they want the people to just be calm. They want the people to chill out. So they bring out some Negro councilman to pacify the people. Well, to hell with that. It's time for protest. It's time for action. And we cannot allow this to be another situation like Trayvon Martin. And that's the question that I have. Will this case be another Trayvon Martin case, where you had this killer George Zimmerman take Trayvon Martin's life, and they waited all these days. They waited over 30 days before they arrested George Zimmerman and charged him with a crime. They waited. I just hope that that doesn't happen here. And after waiting all that time, that killer was let go. They found that killer not guilty, despite the fact that that killer had a record of violence. And then even after he was released, he showed his true nature, getting involved in multiple incidents of violence. This man exposed himself as a racist. Recently, he referred to somebody as a nigger lover. But this is the man that they let go. A man who has a history of violence. A man who acted out that violence even after he got out, got off on those charges dealing with the death of Trayvon Martin. And I'm afraid that we're going to have the same situation here. This man, Ronald Gasser, was charged with a crime back in 2006. He was charged with simple battery, and the charges were dismissed. But I'm going to look into that. I want to know more about that situation, because it appears that you have a man that has a history of violence. But because he is a white man, they give him the benefit of the doubt. And that's what it is. Don't let these people fool you. That's what it is. If this was a black man who shot and killed this brother, that black man would be in jail tonight. He would be in jail tonight. Make no mistake about it. If that was a black man with tattoos on his arms, with a gold chain on or something like that, and his pants hanging low, that man would have been in jail. But because this is a white man, they give him the benefit of the doubt. And if the situation was reversed, if Joe McKnight had been the shooter under the same circumstances, you can bet your bottom dollar that Joe McKnight would be in jail. So I have to commend the activists in New Orleans who are speaking out on this issue, because we cannot allow them to just lynch a black man and get away with it. This killer must be brought to justice. And I don't have any problem with it, a thorough investigation. Obviously, there should be an investigation. But you should have the same standard for all people who are charged with crimes. Not a standard for black people and a standard for white people. So tell me what y'all think about this situation. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. Peace. And before I go, there was one other point that I wanted to make, and that deals with this. The sheriff said something that is really outrageous. He said, don't believe any story that you hear about this case unless it comes from the sheriff, the coroner, or the DA, the district attorney. To me, that doesn't make any kind of sense. We shouldn't allow the state to have control over the narrative and over the facts. People should judge the information on its own merit, consider multiple sources, not just the police, who have a vested interest in the outcome of this case. So those are my thoughts. Peace.